Hi everyone and welcome back to Autumn of Series 13 in Forza Horizon 5. This is Honda Civic Type R, the next seasonal championship that we do this week festival playlist, and it takes us to road racing in A class in try to guess which car. Obviously the Honda Civic Type R. Any model that's present in the game would do for this, but I chose this 2018 Civic. Mainly because I absolutely love how it looks, but the looks don't win the championships, so there needs to be some performance, and as you can see there is performance right there. We just passed all of our teammates, a whole bunch of AI is gonna pass this and the next one momentarily, and all of this before the 10% mark of the race, so clearly the car performs quite well. But we're gonna have to talk about this tune in details because it comes with its own quirks and interesting details. Now, it's A class, so it's pretty powerful cars already, but this is also a front-wheel drive tune. There's not many front-wheel drive tunes in A class, and that's for a reason. See, when you send a lot of power down the single axle of the car, it generates a lot of wheel spin, which is very familiar to us by powerful rear wheel drive cars, which you need to throttle control all the time, otherwise they try to throw the back to the side and lose traction. Same thing happens with this car. You will have to throttle control it despite it being front wheel drive. Mostly in the lower classes, front wheel drive, you can really drive them flat out, and all you need to worry about is battling some of the understeer that is inherited to front wheel drive. But coming to A class power levels, you really need to moderate your throttle, otherwise you're going to be wheel spinning. And the thing is, as I said, with rear wheel drives, wheel spin or loss of traction causes you to slide, mostly sideways, because your rear is basically pushing your car faster than the front can grip. With the front wheel drive cars, you have the opposite effect. Your front pulls faster than the car can actually do, and as a result, instead of sliding sideways, you start pulling forward without being able to actually turn the car at all. So trying to get on the throttle while you are on full throttle in this car, while you are turning in any direction, will actually get you go absolutely straight, like on the rails, and until you release the gas you won't be able to do anything. So if you are struggling driving this car, maybe I'd recommend traction control, which is really weird with the front wheel drives, but I just smashed the wall and now can't really get off it because I gave the car a bit too much power and just went straight on into the wall while trying to turn. So throttle control or traction control is my recommendation for this car. But apart from that, I know what the gap is to the rest of the field, but I feel like the second place was like, what, 10 seconds behind or more, so it's worth it. But let's see how it works in the second race. Here we are in Dunas Blancas. Way more straights, way more power required during this track, because Volcan Sprint is obviously a very handling track with all the twisting corners. But let's see. So another thing that I want to note when driving this, off the start, while you are watching the start animations, don't keep your throttle fully down. Actually, once you gain control of the car, then gently give it throttle. Otherwise, you're gonna wheel spin with the front wheels on the at the start, and everybody's gonna pass you right away, and you're gonna lose a couple of seconds just getting off the line. So again, throttle control in this car is super important, right? So we just need to battle the last AI for the second place. We started last, remember, quarter race in, we are in the front, just past Okay, well, tried to pass the teammate. Obviously, they were not so happy about it. I'm not sure if it did look like intentional ramming, but yeah, that's kind of stupid, probably. But anyways, I lost a bit of time recovering from the crash, but we are at 40% of the race. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to pass this guy. Hopefully this doesn't end in a total wreck for both of us, but you can visually see now how the gap is diminishing and how much more speed I have, how much faster my Civic, even though we are driving the same cars. But here we are. Thank you and goodbye. I hope we have a big straight right ahead, so I should be able to pull off enough so that there is no chance to ram me out of this corner where I need to brake a little bit. No? Yeah. The next corner is pretty tight left-hander, so just need to make sure I don't get rammed into the rear. No? Good. Okay. A little bit too much gas again on while in the middle of the corner trying to get out, and as you can see, straight into the wall. The car just locks up. Well, lock up is a wrong term for this, but it's like it gets on the rails and goes straight until you lift off. But luckily I did, and that's going to be the first place again, it seems, with the increasing gap. The gap would be bigger, obviously, if I wasn't smashed in the wall. So I do encourage you to try this car and this tune, but remember the advices I gave. Throttle control or traction control for this car would be essential. Otherwise, it's quite a pleasure to drive. And this is it. The second race won by Team Humans. And that's the end of the seasonal championship for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.